Stacey here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to another day in my 2022 holiday card series. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I have the cutest little snow images for you. Oh, they are so stinking cute. This whole set of clip art is so stinking cute. So this is they're actually digital stamps that I picked up from a shop on Etsy. I will have the shop along with the specific ones I picked up linked in the description box down below. You guys know I love working with digital images, and that's mostly because you can manipulate the size of them. So I'm going to be sharing with you some ones I'm going to use on a card today, but later down the road, I am going to be sharing with you some home decor using one of the images. I'm not going to tell you which one, but we're going to be using one of these images for some home decor later down the road. So before we head over to my craft table and get started on our cards, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications. I am uploading holiday card every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Central. You can follow me on Facebook. I have a page and a group along with an Instagram. Everything is linked in the description box down below. So yeah, let's head over to the craft table. I'll show you how I colored, and then we'll make some really fun cards using these cute little snow people. They just so cute. They're so cute. They're so cute. So I'm going to be doing some Copic coloring today, and I've got this sped up to about 800% faster than normal. So no, I don't really color this fast. So I'm going to try to freeze frame on the marker colors so that you have them. So as I was mentioning in the intro, there are tests that you can take, to see if you're a super taster. And there's also one, like if you have super taste bud where you taste more flavors than the average person. But there's also one about colors. And I remember taking it, I don't know, probably a dozen years ago or so. And it just said that I see more color than the average person does. So maybe that's why I don't like the shade in gray, because everybody's like, oh, and you shade in gray, if you shade white and gray, then it looks more white. It doesn't to me. It looks dirty. Now, I'm not saying that's the wrong way to do it. I'm just telling you why I don't like the shade white and gray. You'll see me do it in blue. You'll see me do it in like a blue-green. You'll see me do it in a cream. But you'll rarely see me do it in gray, and it's just because it looks so dirty to me. So for these snow people, I went with blue, and I'm using the lightest blues, and I'm kind of just going around it. Again, just adding some shade where there would be some shade, leaving a lot of open space, and just letting the cuteness of these characters kind of win your heart over. The one in the cup especially are just so stinking cute. And I was thinking these would make like cute little snowman gingerbread too, if you wanted to color them in brown. So stinking cute. So I'm coloring them both at the same time, shading them with the blue, and then we'll move on to coloring each of them individually, and then we're going to move on to the actual card making of it all. So yeah, I'm really pleased how these two turned out. I don't love the one with the cup. I don't love the the final card, because I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to do something a little bit different, but I couldn't get my brain to say, okay, Missy, this is what we're going to do. So yeah, so I am bringing in the color of Splendor to, blend out some of this blue, because there's not a lighter blue than B00, and this just kind of helps it all blend out. I do leave some of it though, and that's okay. So we're going to color their noses. So on the first one, I'm going to go ahead and make it look like it has ridges, and that's why I'm starting with the darkest color. And then on the other one, we're just going to color darkest to lightest in a gradient, starting at the bottom, working our way up. I like both noses. You guys will have to let me know what your favorite nose is in the comments, or just which one of these snow people is your favorite. There are other images. There's one with a hot cocoa can I thought we would make into tags or something. I thought that might be fun. We have plenty of time, lots of weeks left in this holiday card series. So yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to let me know what you're interested in seeing, etc. We are going to get to some of the mass producing that I promised over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I have so many ideas and not enough time in my day to get it done. So I use a really light pink to add just a little hint of blush to them. And then I'm blending that out again with the colorist blender and then my lightest blue color. So one of them, as you saw from the thumbnail, is going to be red and white, and the other one is going to have pinks and blues and reds, which is one of my most favorite color palettes, as you well know, especially if you've been here for a while. If you haven't been for a while, hi, I'm Misty. I've been card making for over a decade, and I think this is my 8th year for holiday card series. I got a comment on my JollyFatElf fan page about it's September. Why are you making it's too early? And I'm like, crafters work ahead. It's like, especially people who do like craft fairs and stuff like that. People who are designing, they've already designed Christmas. They're already into part of next year. So yeah, I mean, this is a lot. And that's how it goes, because I like to sell my cards. I like you guys to be able to buy them. And if I waited until October, November to do anything, there just wouldn't be enough time. So that's why I like to start early. It also kind of started when I was with Stampin' Up. This is when the holiday catalog would launch. And it just made sense for me to switch gears into Christmas. And I absolutely love Christmas cards. I think Christmas cards are appropriate all year round. And I would strictly only make Christmas cards if I could. I know you guys would be probably bored, and I would probably get sick of Christmas at some point, but I do enjoy the holiday season. It just brings me joy, and I really, really love it. So I am coloring with a lighter set of reds than what I normally would. I wanted this to be more vibrant and less deep as far as the red goes. And then I'm using C10 and C8 for the belt, just a little bit of shading on the outside, nothing too much. And then I am going to color the candy cane. So for the candy cane, you want the outsides to be the darkest and kind of work your way lightest to the middle, and that will give it a nice little highlight in the middle, in the center. And then I'm going to go back later with some blue to, again, shade the white. I decided to keep this one monochromatic. I thought about doing red and green, and I was like, no, let's see what we do if it's just red. And this is probably my favorite out of the two. I love both images, but like I said, the second card is just not my favorite. It's still adorable, don't get me wrong, but if I had time to remake it, I'm going to. So I just used a silver permanent marker that I have in my collection, and then I have one of the Jelly Roll, I want to say it's one of their metallic pens that I use to color in the leaves. Okay, for the kind of whipped cream marshmallow portion of this, I am using two really light kind of brownie beiges. I don't remember what the colors are. I apologize. I didn't write them down, and apparently I didn't think to take the picture of them. But it's just adding a little bit of shading and kind of having the difference between the snow, which is, a bluey white, and the cream, which was more of a creamy white. So here you can see I've brought in a micron pen. Those are archival ink friendly, so they're Copic friendly. And that was just because I had a couple of screw ups, but if you take a marker and you make your line just a little bit bigger, then yeah. So we're moving on to the second one, and this time, like I said, I'm going to be using pinks and aquas and reds and greens. So I wanted to make their earmuffs look puffy, and the way that I've done that is I am just dotting in those 4 shades of pink. And again, just dotting it and then going over it with the very lightest color. I feel like this just helps make it look like it's fluffy. You guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments down below. What's been your favorite card so far? There's just been so many of them. Like, there's just so many of them, you know what I mean? So yeah, I am absolutely loving this series for sure. We are going to get into some stamping. I don't think I've done any stamping other than sentiments so far in this holiday card series. I've just been loving playing with digitals and coloring, etc., but we're going to do a little bit of everything. So I went ahead and did the holly and berries red and green on their cup. And then I'm using, I want to say BG15 or 23, BG11, and BG10 to color in the cup. If I remake this, I'm going to do it red, like a Starbucks cup, and have the little gingerbread people be white and the cup actually be red. So you guys have to let me know down below if you would be interested in that card. I should have, if I was thinking, I should have scanned these images before I put them on a card, but oh well. Hindsight is 2020. And again, just using a really light blue to kind of shade where the white would be and going on about our business. And I'm just bringing in a plain pink to color in the little gingerbread. And then I'm adding some Nuvo. That's a brand new Nuvo pen. So we got a little more shimmery than he normally would. So I am going to do a little bit of ink blending and just a little hint of this kind of blue-green that I want to go behind the little snow person in the cup. So as you can see here, it's just a hint of blue. We're not doing a whole bunch, and that is actually on the front of the card base. These are the toothbrush brushes that you can find off Amazon. Stamp Anything has some. A lot of people have them, and they're really simple to use. I prefer them other than like the regular round ink blenders with the foam. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this with the Scotch mounting foam. You guys, who was this? This was a journey to get. I tried to get another roll off Amazon twice. The first time they sent me Velcro. The second time they sent me Velcro. The third time I think I managed to actually buy from Scotch and they sent me another roll. But I think it's the one that's the more plasticky kind. I'm not sure. I'll have to open it up and play with it. But I may have to decide on something different than the Scotch tape because it's been different every single time I've purchased it, I swear. So there's our little card, and he's so cute. Oh my gosh. So I thought about bringing in a sentiment. I thought about bringing in a piece of paper. I kept going back and forth. And then I remembered I had this little jar of heart sequins. I believe I got these from the Simon Says Stamp, like Valentine's themed card kit earlier in the year. And they have these little tiny little baby hearts, and I decided to go ahead and add those around it. I just think they're just so cute and they're so fun. And this could easily be a happy anniversary card. This could be a birthday card. Could be a Christmas card, a holiday card, any kind of winter themed or Christmas themed affair, like graduation, but I was thinking more like engagement, etc. So I'm just using my pickup stick and my glue from Stamp Anything to get these glued down. And that's the first card done. Is she not the cutest little thing you've ever seen in your life? I absolutely love her. So for this one, I have a whole bag of scraps that I have been collecting. I store all of my paper in my 6x6, not 6x6. I store all my 6x6 paper in quart-size bags. And as I was making all those Doodlebug cards, I actually had a couple of collections that just had like 5 or 6 sheets left of each. So I just went ahead and combined it all. And here I'm just playing with the layout. I'm playing with the colors that I want, etc. And just going through and deciding which colors I feel like coordinate. Again, if you saw the Rocking Horse card, you hear me talk about that. You want one that is a bold pattern. You want one that's more of a medium pattern. And then you want one that will play like it's a solid. Lots of fun paper. I ended up using a plaid pad from My Favorite Things because they have all the plaid. Is that not it's so pretty. I think I bought 4 of these. No lie. So this is the patterns that I've picked. So we only have 2. We actually have a big one, which would be the plaid. The medium one, which is actually that pink paper with the ornaments behind it. And then I'm going to be using an actual solid. So we're going to be using a piece of cardstock. So this cardstock is from MFT Caribbean Sea. Wait, I don't even remember, but I do remember that it's from. I do remember that it's from MFT. So I'm doing some cutting and stuff off camera, and then I'm just going to get everything adhered with glue tape, and then that's it. I lost the footage of the last couple of minutes, but you really didn't miss much of anything. I'm going to adhere these things together, and then I'm going to put this on a pink card base that measures 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Let me know which of these is your favorite in the comments down below. Hopefully I will have the Etsy shop up and going over the next week or so. But anyway, that's it. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.